Getting old, it's not fun. Things start going wrong with your body that you know you're not going to be able to recover from, at least not for long. Your body starts changing, the way you think starts changing because your body is changing. The way your brain works changes, sometimes for the better and sometimes for the worse. You get aches and pains and places you didn't even know you had. Your vision starts changing, your sense of smell and taste starts changing. Things you once loved, you now don't like or don't have the attention span for, and it's easy to blame the thing. But maybe it's just you that's changing. So, getting old, it's not fun. But let me tell you, you can get old and still remain vibrant. And the ways to do that are, yes, nutrition. You've got to eat well. You've got to take care of yourself. You've got to limit your meat and your carbs and your sugars and all. You got to limit all that stuff. You got to try to eat a lot more vegetables and fruit. You got to try to eat more healthy meats and stop eating anything processed or any of that fast food stuff or anything sealed in a package that can sit on a shelf. If you can buy it at Dollar General and it's food, don't eat it. That place is a big, huge beacon advertisement of crap, refrigerated forever. You know what I mean? They don't even need expiration dates on anything you buy in there, be it a pizza or anything else. Don't buy that stuff. Don't put that in your body. Try to eat real foods, get your meat from the butcher. Maybe he's not butchering it for you and you're ordering it and getting it, but, look at the counter and look at the stuff. Pick grass-fed meats if you can, pasture-raised organic eggs if you can. Eat a lot of that stuff, and mix it up with some fresh vegetables, preferably organic. If not, make sure you wash everything really good. If you can't get organic and you're struggling with that and it makes you not even want to go to the healthy route at all because you can't get organic at your local store, take the non-organic stuff home, wash it with warm water really well, then take a bowl and fill it with spring water. Yeah, spring water. And fill that bowl with some spring water and put the vegetables in there. If it's lettuce, just put the bottom part in. If it's anything stalky like celery or carrots or anything like that, put the bottom part where the point is, or where you think it came from out of the ground at the tip. Put that part in the water, the root, right? Put that in the water and allow the spring water to be pulled up and then excreted as the toxins that were in the tap water grown, chemical grown, fertilizer grown fruit. Okay, you're going to clean it that way. Some things you can just soak, like tomatoes and apples and things like that. Soak them in warm, just on the warm side. You could put a little teeny bit of sea salt in there, a little teeny bit of vinegar in there. You could put some things in there to help with the cleaning process. You could put a little bit of lavender. You could put a little bit of oregano oil, or you could just put oregano in there with it. And some things may get tainted with taste or whatever, but you'll learn that eating healthy is no longer about, that was when you were a kid. You ate to please that simple part of your brain, which was pleasure. That changes when you get older. In everything in life, it just changes. So you're going to have to start thinking more logically about your health and your body and what you need to do to be happy and vibrant. And you got to also get moving. You got to get moving. You got to move around. Every day, you got to get it moving. You got to get moving. The reason why there are so many dogs in this world and why people talk about dogs in this manner and never bring up cats is because dogs force you to get up. Take them for a walk, let them go outside, do this. And humans have gotten so lazy that we have doggy doors and things like that. I have people that tell me, why do you do that? Just get a doggy door. It's like, wow, that's some lazy stuff. That's like in the ballpark of the guy that created the remote control, right? Or the one that goes into your hand from the table. That's some lazy stuff, man. And that's why we're getting obese and getting diabetes and dying of cancers of every part of the body. Where brain cancers used to be so rare, now they're happening all the time. There's a waiting line for the cancers of all types. Yet the press and books and magazines and articles, they want us to think that these things aren't something to be worried about and that they're easy to cure and easy to take care of, when in reality it's the other way around. But we're not supposed to live in fear, because humans don't do very well under those conditions. Fear is one of the biggest destroyers of how the mind works. You're focused on this when you should be focused on that. It just stomps out all forms of creativity and logical thinking. Both at the same time are crushed by the simple motion of fear. So you don't want to be afraid of things. You want to, and if you are, you want to tackle it. You don't want to let it fester and work its way in your mind somewhere back there. You want to go head on at it and challenge it. Now, that doesn't mean if you're afraid of cliffs, you should jump off a cliff. And it doesn't even mean you should get too close to the edge of a cliff. But it does mean that you should be comfortable, like a normal person should be, when they get close to something that someone says, hey, there's a cliff over there. You might be, oh, yeah, yeah. And someone like, but hey, don't do that. There's always that emotion that's created from that looking over the edge, and someone could come up from behind you and startle the hell out of you. That feeling, that's good for you. It's called jarring. And every now and then you should jar yourself. Jarring is a very important form of exercise. And jarring is as simple as, if this is the ground, this is you. Just jump up and land on your feet. You're jarring your whole body. Your lymphatic system gets jarred, and that jarring wakes everything up in your body. You get a burst of energy the longer you do it. As soon as you stop, you'll have all the stuff going on in your body. It's great. You don't even have to go very far off the ground. Just as long as your foot leaves the ground. That's it. Just jump up and jump down. You don't have to jump up forever, and you don't have to go really fast. Just, and in time, you'll start going, and then it gets better and better and better, and your brain gets better and better and better, and your immune system gets better and better and better, and all of your lymph and all your lymph nodes gets rid of all those toxic chemicals and stuff, and that gets better and better and better. You get more energy. But like I was saying, getting old, it's not fun. You got to slow down and think about things. But just because you're getting old doesn't mean you have to slow down. It doesn't mean you have to slow down. Woo! It's all about the energy. It's all about eating right. It's all about making sure you're mineralized. It's all about paying attention to your electrolytes and your amino acids, making sure that if you're not getting those things from your foods, that you are making sure to supplement with them. Supplementation is the most important thing we can do. The average person eats foods that don't even come close to what the body needs. I think 90 milligrams is what the FDA will tell you is the necessary amount of potassium a day, when the reality is we know it's almost 4,000 milligrams. 3,500 is the average intake you need every day. A banana is lucky to have 200. So think about that. Potassium is such an issue in our country. So is vitamin D3 and magnesium. These are things that people are chronically low on because it's just not in the food. Get old with me. Conquer the things that come at you. Whether that oldness is tomorrow or another 20 or 50 years, good for you. But let's get old together. And we do that by focusing on how fun it is to have a job actually after retirement. And that job is taking care of yourself. Eating right, sleeping right, mineralizing right? And being happy. Thanks for watching.